welcome. I am so honoured and grateful to be joined by the wonderful Megan Goodchild from the Face Boss Studio in South Wales. How are you doing?
Hello, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm just like so intrigued by the fact that all the floodgates are opening at the minute, and can you just tell everybody how many days you're working right now?
Yeah, so a little bit mental. Obviously weddings have gone back, so yeah, 7 days a week at the moment. But I've had thing.
Say that again.
A little bit, but not that much.
How far are you forecasting those 7 days a week?
I think it's going to be roughly up until the end of October. I haven't got a day off until October, so yeah.
You're going to burn out.
I am, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Done for their weddings.
Oh, girl, you know what? And hey, take all the good karma as it is, because you're just so fantastic at your job. And we'll get into a little bit about sort of how we met in just a second. But I just want to also take a little moment to just congratulate you, because you have just won the Wedding Industry Awards and the Prestige Awards, right? Can you just kind of talk us through that a little bit? Because that's pretty epic.
So I just didn't even know. I was sat in my back garden, a few gins in, and one of the girls messaged me and she was like, "You know that you've won an award?" And I was like, "For what?" And she was like, "It's the wedding awards." I was like, "Oh, right, okay." I got this wrong. So I messaged them, I DM'd them on Instagram, and they were like, "Yeah," they were like, "We haven't actually announced it yet, but you have actually won." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh my God.
I'll definitely have another gin for that one.
Yes, which kind of brings me nicely. What's your favourite gin?
Do you know what? I used to try everything, but definitely I've gone back onto pink.
Have you?
I don't know what it is about pink gin, but in a pub, pink gin.
What are you putting it with? Because I'm not a fan of pink gin.
Are you not? Lemonade and ice.
Lemonade, okay.
Normally just just a normal gin, just a few bits of fruit in there, and now I've just gone back onto pink, so...
Okay, maybe I need to give it another try then.
I do like it. Gordon's, yes.
Okay, I'll find. I don't know if you've caught any of the previous lives we've been doing, but we kind of built a gin shed in the shed. And
Stop.
Yeah. Have you not seen it? It's amazing.
No,
literally. It's packed full of flavoured gins. And do you know how I pay for all those gins?
No.
The wedding presents.
Oh my God, yes, love that.
Literally, I gathered all of our vouchers together. I was like, what am I going to spend this on? It's let's chat a little bit about how kind of we met, because and I don't even know if you remember me so I went to a wedding fair at St. Tudrick's in Chepstow.
Yes.
Well, because it was my now sister-in-law's venue, and I kind of ran past your room and just grabbed your leaflet. I'll be in touch, and that's kind of how it all happened, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And then I heard off you. Was it a month or two later? And then it was the huge email, very, very in depth from start to finish. I was like, this girl knows what she's on a website. Just
love it.
Website and just see all the hotels, the pubs near. I was like, sorry, what? This is the most organised person I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God, I love it. I remember meeting your mum on the trial. Was it your mum?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
She was like, hi. I'm like, I'm really not trying to give your daughter a pain. I love it. It's so...
Though I love the trials.
Oh my God, wasn't that a nice day?
Gosh,
that was so fun. It was so fun. So you were there on our wedding day, and I just have to say, we all left those trials, by the way, and we were just like, she is a part of us, you know, and I think that that's really important when it comes to choosing your suppliers, especially people that are with you on the day, because you make up the day. So your photographer, your videographer, your makeup artist, your hairstylist, you know, people like your cake baker and your venue dressers. Yes, it's important to get along with them, but you don't really see them. They're kind of, you know, set up and gone by the time you arrive. Yeah. And so I think for these roles, it's really, really important. So that kind of like brings us in nicely to, I would love to kind of know what your top 5 tips are when choosing your makeup artist.
So I always think it's very good to stalk the person that you're going for. So I get a lot of brides that come to me. They follow me on my Instagram. They follow me on my social. So they've seen the build up before they actually book me. So it is always good to go with someone, I think, that can do heavy makeup, but also they can transition to natural makeup as well. Because I don't wear that much makeup. You know, I like my skin to look nice. Bit of mascara, I'm done. But I enjoy doing heavy makeup, so I've got a good balance between the two, where there is a lot that can only do heavy or can only do natural. So I think a really good tip is to find someone who can do the balance, who can do the lovely, flawless, full coverage skin, but also can do a very natural eye. I think it's also very good to see someone who's fussy, not just slapdash and go. I personally,
love it.
Yeah, out that we want to look like a celeb on our wedding day. I'm there from right early in the morning, and I don't leave until, well, as you know, until you're in your dress and you are going out the door. I'm following you with my suitcase, like, bye.
I love it.
Don't want someone to just turn up, do their makeup, and then just leave. You know, you want to be paying for that service where they are staying until, you know, because paying for your makeup, it is expensive. Same as hair. It's not cheap. And I think a lot of people do have a shock with that. I do get a lot of people saying, you know, that is out of my budget. And I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But, you know, I will be there providing that service up until you go. So I think that's another good tip. Another good tip is to find someone who will also do the top-ups before you leave. So it's not just doing someone's makeup at 6 a.m. and then they're left to the side to go get dressed. You know, you need that someone to put the lipstick back on before they leave, repowder, and do all the little bits in between. And just someone that you have a good relationship with. I think you'll know from the very initial first email that if you have a good relationship with them, or if they're just, yeah, I just want to take your money and then that's it.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's just, you know, I enjoy doing this because I like women feeling the best that they can be on their wedding day. It's not about the money for me. It's about looking at someone and how they look at themselves in the mirror once you've done their makeup and their hair, and they're just like, oh, yes, I feel $1 million. Like, that is what it's about.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, wow, like talk about rounding it up into one sentence, you know, and that's part of it. To feel $1 million on the day is that's it, and it's that end result, isn't it? You know. Yeah. Also, just going back really quickly, this girl needs a medal because you were up ready to go for 5:30 in the morning for my first bridesmaid, and so I don't know how often that happens to you. Like
that. So I think that's another thing that you all need to just remember when you are planning your wedding. If you have 1 million bridesmaids, like someone over here,
yeah, yeah.
Or if you're having an early ceremony, more so like a church wedding or anything from like between 11:30 to 1 o'clock, that's more of an earlier ceremony. You are going to have an early start. So if your makeup artist or hairdresser does say to you, it's going to be a 5 o'clock start, that is normal. Don't think, oh my God, you know, I've got to get so early. You're going to be awake anyways.
Yeah.
You know, 9 times out of 10, you are awake. So that 5 o'clock start, it honestly, it flies by. It absolutely flies by. You don't even realize where the morning's gone.
Oh, I just got goosebumps because I literally I remember it so well. And, and it's harder on your bridesmaids because you don't go till last. So it's
Yeah.
but you're sat there and you're drinking coffee and the atmosphere is just electric, and I love that. I love it. So okay, great. So that kind of, you touched on it earlier, but what are your thoughts on natural versus glam? So obviously it's like a rare occasion, but should people really be buying into that, or should they be going more natural because of photos and things like that? What are your thoughts on it?
So I get a lot of brides that come in. For example, I'll do the hairdresser that works for me. Her name's Neely. So when I did her wedding, it was back in 2018, and she wears a lot of makeup. She likes winged eyeliner. She likes a smoky eye. That is her go-to makeup on a night out. Full coverage skin. So when she came in and sat down, she was like, I just want to look like a bride. I want natural makeup, this, and this. Looking at all these models on Pinterest, which is lovely. But you need to remember, these models have a face full. They've got about 6 ring lights on them. So I've got 2 ring lights on me now, and it will make you look more flawless. It doesn't show up as much makeup that you have on. And they've also been airbrushed, so that's going to look a lot different. So I said to her, I was like, yeah, that's fine, but let me do something that I think first. If you're not happy, we'll do what you want. But just remember, a bride is you. It's not someone that you've seen on Pinterest or out of a wedding magazine. A bride is you. So once you've got your dress on, your hair done, and your makeup done, you are the bride. So you tailor it to yourself. So she wanted to go completely natural. We went for black smoky eye for a wedding. And honestly, you've probably seen her photos in St. Tudric's. She is the face of St. Tudric's now, because everyone uses her photos because she just looked absolutely stunning. And she always says now she would never ever change her makeup, because she was like, that's me. I don't want to be someone else. So if you wear no makeup, go for something exactly how you would wear it. But your makeup artist will just enhance you. You just want to be a more enhanced version of yourself, whether that's loads of makeup, no makeup. And don't fall into the rabbit hole of people saying you need loads of makeup for it to show up on photos. You don't.
I love that. That's so great. Fabulous. And so what would you say, because this is something I get a lot of, okay? So what would you say to brides that are feeling anxious around this part of their wedding, whether that's trials, actually makeup and hair is mainly makeup, if I'm being honest with you, is such a thing that is a trigger for some people. And so I would love to know your thoughts on anxious brides around this area.
So try not to get worked up about it, because if you found the right makeup artist, they are literally going to slay your face anyways. They are going to make you feel comfortable. So I do my makeup for general appointments and bridal in front of a mirror. I just think that's the best way for you to see your makeup. You can just see as it's going, what's happening. You can talk through it. So I would always say, when you are having your makeup trial, make sure it's in front of a mirror. It's because I know some makeup artists will flip you around and then show you at the end. We don't want that. We want to be talked through it. I know myself, I am so fussy. And I've had my makeup done in the past when I used to work at MAC. And when they're not listening to you and not communicating, and they just go off on their own, I nearly cried the one time. I did have to take it off on my breaks. I was just like, no, it's not me. So just make sure you have a list of what you want. So if you like your brows done, I know for myself. So if I was having my makeup done and I was going to a trial, I like my brows, that soap brow bushy look that's in. I've got very thick brows. I don't want someone over penciling them because they are very dark anyways. I just like a bit of soap on them. I've got no pencil on now, so don't do anything else. I don't like my brows carved out. So as you see on certain photos, people carve a brow out, so you've got the really harsh underline. I don't like that. I like it blended in. I like a eyeliner, but it has to be brown and it has to be a half liner. So you really need to think about what you want. I like dewy skin, but not too dewy so it looks oily. You need to find a balance. So you just need to start looking. So start looking through Instagram. Start finding wedding specialists, makeup artists that specialize in weddings, and just think, oh, I love that. And you can look at their products and what they've used. But your makeup artist will talk to you. Like, I get a lot of anxious brides in, and I'm just like, just chill. It's a trial. It's makeup. It comes off at the end of the day.
I love that. Some really great tips in here. I love it. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts on, or what are your tips, shall I say, on brides that want to do their own makeup? Now, I know that, I don't know if this was because of COVID, but I remember you coming out with like a tutorial masterclass that people could buy. Am I right?
Yeah. You in COVID. That was more so it was a good way of earning money. Work, but I have always done one-to-one lessons. I'm all for doing your own makeup if you want to. If you've got that skill and you love doing makeup, or you want one of your bridesmaids to do it, I've heard of that before. You do it, but I think book a lesson with a makeup artist or on a counter. So Mac, Bobbi Brown, Charlotte Tilbury. I know if you book on counters I used to work on a counter, so you will get the money back to spend on products, which is a really good tip to have. So, you could buy the foundation, the concealer and stuff like that. Or if you do it with a makeup artist, it probably be just a little bit more in depth. That's the only difference from a freelance point of view. So I'm all for it if you're going to do it, but just do lessons beforehand to teach you how to on the lead up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you've also got to kind of weigh up, you think now like a foundation alone can be £30, when you actually tally up all of the products that you need to do your own makeup, it's almost, you've got to kind of weigh up those options of what does it cost you in time on the morning of the wedding, and do you
want that responsibility on the morning of your wedding?
I wouldn't.
Absolutely not. No.
I just want to sit there and have everyone do it to me.
If your lash isn't sticking on, you're not going out.
Yeah.
We're having a little bitch fit. We're not going out. Drinks flipping. You don't want it. You're arguing with your friend because your lash won't go on. So do you want that on the morning of your wedding?
Oh my God, yeah. You're such an inspiration to me. And I'm just so grateful to have had you on my big day. And you really did play such a huge part in it. And so thank you so much for that.
No. Yeah.
What do you love most about working with brides?
I just like everything. Like, it is stressful, and I do have my days where I'm like, oh my God, in a bright villa. Like email, it just doesn't come over on email, and you're dealing with them day in, day out. But it's just how it all comes together on the day, from the trial to the day to, I cried at a wedding the other day because she walked down the stairs. There was just like, her dad went, and then I went, and then her mum. Oh my God, she just looked amazing. And it's just seeing how it all comes together and how you can make someone feel so good about themselves. Because I know when I'm having a good hair and makeup day, you do feel like a bad bitch. Like,
yeah.
So, and that is not on your Wednesday. And to just walk down and, I was lucky enough, the wedding I did on Sunday, I actually, we were there right up until the very end. So I got to see her walk down the aisle. Like, it was just lush. I just love everything about it. It is this is why I'm in this job. In COVID I did question it, being out of work for so long, and it was just so stressful, and knowing when weddings were going to go back. But since coming back and doing all the weddings, like, I was just like, I am born to do this job. Like, I just love it.
I love it. I love that so much, and it really does show. And yeah, so why don't you share where everyone can find you on socials and things?
Oh, so literally I'm everywhere. I'm branded from my car to my suitcase everywhere. So I am the Face Boss on Instagram. If you just type that in, there's probably going to be about 6 accounts come up because we've got a studio page that I'm currently redoing. So there's like 3 photos on there. I've got my masterclass page, my TV page, but the Face Boss, that is my main account. I'm the Face Boss MUA on Facebook. So if you just type that in, the Facebook studio should just come up. And I'm also on Google. My website's on there. That's also being redone. So don't judge that at the moment. Type in the Face Boss and I should just flag up everywhere.
So good. So good. Thank you so, so much. I think this is going to be really helpful for everybody. And I'll make sure that I link everything in for you as well. And yeah, I'm just so grateful to have you. And it's been in the calendar for so long, and we're just like, we're like passing tips, aren't we? But it's amazing.
I will put one more tip out there just before I go. Talking about lashes, don't think and don't be pressured to go in for a strip lash. If your makeup artist is good enough and versatile enough, they will provide individuals, kind of like how you have the extensions, but a lot more natural. You can opt for those. So they are lovely. You can't feel them. And there's something that I would normally wear because my eyes are so sensitive. So you could just have a few on the ends if you want, but that's another tip.
Thank you so much. I will let you carry on with your crazy schedule. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. So thank you very much.
No, so much for having me. I really appreciate it.